A goal from Aki, a gifted high school soccer player, gives his team the victory. He avoids them since he doesn't want to get dirty, but they all rush to embrace him in celebration. As she watches the game from home, a girl comments that Aki is a true clean freak while holding her cat plush. Fujimi High School considers Aki to be a celebrity. Despite being a well-known and attractive midfield player, he is obsessed with keeping his surroundings tidy. His teammate Zen arrives to pick him up for practice as he's tidying his desk, claiming that it has already begun on the school field. As the schoolgirls swarm around him, Aki takes his time soaping his hands. Zen is infuriated by this and exhorts the boy to start practicing right away. Their coach, Miwa, gives Zen a bottle of water after the game and says that, as a senior, he should be patient with Aki because he is a severe germaphobe. He gives Aki his bottle of water as a gesture, but the senior is even more irritated when the boy simply wipes it before drinking. To his further aggravation, he starts to compete with his teammate as practice restarts, who plays coolly. When one of his friends points out that he is more spoiled because he is the son of a business magnate, he lashes out at them for spoiling him. He responds, nevertheless, that having money has nothing to do with becoming a skilled soccer player. Miwa demonstrates to everyone that she is a judo enthusiast by grabbing Aki and throwing him to the ground as he tries to reprimand him for not taking soccer seriously. After Zen is by himself, he rants about how Aki avoids contact play after he witnesses a girl opening their club room's latch. When the girl sees him, she quickly rushes away. At that moment, Miwa shows Zenaki washing the soccer balls following practice. The child has dedicated himself to practicing soccer despite his germophobia, stating that he truly enjoys the game despite his dislike of getting dirty. The child, who was selected with Aki for Japan's under-16 team, Takichi, visited Fujimi the following day to scout the player for their school. Ignoring Zen, who is about to welcome him, he accuses Aki of squandering his brilliance by selecting a school that often loses in the preliminary rounds. He is informed by Aki that Fujimi High School has a unique character. In an attempt to demonstrate it, the two schools play a friendly match and T abruptly flashes his abs. Aki takes his game seriously, eluding the opposition and scoring. The girl from before is watching the game and is pleased by Aki's skill. Miwa examines the boy's play in the meantime and observes that his fear of germs makes him a good player because he avoids being touched accurately, which makes it easy for him to score. T is keen to target Aki because Fujimi has the lead, so his teammates surround him with 4 players. Zen's kick is poor, yet he rushes to score. Taki's team is ahead of the game when the rain begins to fall. He persuades Aki to transfer to their school by pointing out that he is too talented to remain at Fujimi High. With just 10 minutes remaining, Miwa calls for Zen, pointing them that Aki's play seems strange and that their coach believes the youngster may be hurt. Zen is dissatisfied with his teammate after asking Aki, only to find out that he's scared of becoming soiled. Tichi tries to score in the final 5 minutes of the game, but Zen blocks the ball with his face. Even though he lacks Aki's skill, he never gives up on winning. He throws the ball, but it misses the goal. At that moment, Aki overcomes his fear and saves the day by kicking the ball into the goal and getting soaked by the mud puddle. Knowing that he can't take getting dirty, Zen doubts his decision. Since he detests losing more than anything, Aki argues that he can handle it because it's only the final 5 minutes. Zen smiles at this, acknowledging that he genuinely appreciates the boy's competitive spirit. The team celebrates winning the game against Igami High as they score the goal. Zen tries to give Aki a hug, but is rejected. Aki gives him the thumbs up for the header he created just as he is ready to become irritated. Takichi is considering moving to Fujimi while flaunting his abs and questioning what makes it so unique. Thankful that he picked the school with the built-in bidet, Aki is cleaning the restroom in the club room. Mocha, an admirer of Aki, had already met Aki in elementary school. He was the type of boy who would attract her attention even from a distance, she recalls. She is mesmerized by his quiet yet resolute nature and ignores the risk as she observes him even from outside the classroom window. But she will always remember the one chat she had with Aki in 5th grade. She now questions whether the youngster even recalls that incident. Zen ejects the groupies who are supporting Aki during soccer practice and tells the boy to kick and clean the balls rather than handle them. Zen becomes enraged after one of the balls hits him in the face. The boys are shocked when Jin, one of the members, tells everyone in the locker room that someone has been snooping on him lately. Aki, meanwhile, is as unconcerned as ever and only wants to tidy their locker. During the team's practice match the following day, after the game, Mocha deftly enters the soccer team's locker room. Aki gets commended by the team for keeping the locker spotless. When Zen notices how well his clothing are folded, he asks Aki if he really needs to go that far. The youngster says he must die before he can touch someone's clothing, therefore he denies doing it. Gaku, the captain of the soccer team, advises them to inspect their possessions because it's possible that someone broke into their locker room. Aki notices a cat plush toy next to his uniform as he prepares to clean his locker. Even though their locker room is shut, they discover it's spotless the following day. Gaku advises his followers to just consider it to be a fairy's creation. The same scenario occurs every day of the week, and a big cat plush toy is in Aki's locker when he opens it. The next day, Mocha deftly opens the locker door and brings her cleaning equipment inside. She recalls the moment she spoke with Aki for the first time. The youngster liked cats, but his germophobia made it difficult for him to contact them. When Mocha noticed his sadness, she offered him a plush kitten. He made the decision to accept it, but only if it was washed first. Since Aki is out of her league, Mocha is currently trying to lift his spirits on the sidelines by slipping another plush toy into his locker. Aki is already waiting by the door, staring at her as she shuts the locker. She tries to hide her face in fear that he will think she is a creep when she sees him. Instead of reprimanding her, though, Aki shows her the cat plush toy she produced and remarks that its strange look hasn't altered. She also provides her extra cleaning materials. It has been a long time since they last saw one another, he says as he meets her. The thought that he remembers her makes Mocha cry. At that moment, Zen and the team chastise the boy for skipping practice and smuggling in a girl. They all learn that the cleaning fairy is Mocha. She promptly apologizes, stating that she wants to be helpful and to help, but she forgets that it is all for Aki because she is embarrassed by the trouble she has caused them. Hearing this, especially from a gorgeous female, touches the team, and they implore their captain to take action. In order to formally assist them with their needs, Gaku appoints Mocha as their manager. The boys remark on Aki's popularity as Mocha distributes their water bottles during practice, noting that his groupies continue to support him even when there are no courses. To everyone's surprise, after the practice, inquisitive Jin calls Aki a pervert after smelling his towel. As a result, during the game, the other players follow suit and surreptitiously smell Aki's towel in their locker. Zen reprimands the guys for being strange freaks after they comment that the scent was better than they had anticipated. When Mocha hears this, he chooses to shield Aki and his towels from his teammates. The towel hijinks stop the following day when Mocha protects Aki's towels with a baseball bat that has nails on it. However, Aki's groupies grew in number as word of his wonderful towel scents spread like wildfire across the campus. Fans go crazy and begin vying for Aki's towel as he uses it to wipe away his perspiration. In order to avoid being touched, the boy dodges around during the assault. Zen expresses his dissatisfaction after reaching a breaking point, claiming that they take soccer seriously. To everyone's relief, he scares the groupies away. Later, when he is by himself in the locker room, he remembers how Aki's towel makes everyone go crazy. He laughs at how stupid people can be as he examines the boy's towel. Nevertheless, a gust of wind causes the towel to drop to the ground. He manages to catch it in time and begins to be captivated by the scent of the towel. The scent eventually reaches his nostrils with another gust of wind, bringing back fond memories of his mother. When Aki walks into the locker room and sees him burying his face in the towel, he calls him a pervert. He is even more annoyed when the boy instructs him to throw away the towel after using it. Zen tells the butler to leave the towel alone when he asks him to do it in his home. Mocha resolves to put in more effort as a manager the following day. Although Aki greets her, she tells herself to set aside her sentiments. Jin boasts that Mocha has a thing for him as she and the others arrive. They discover the girl's secret, though, when she dashes by them sporting an Oi supporter shirt. Jin, Sakai, and Tai, two additional team members, discuss how Aki skips trains in order to avoid people while riding the metro. They remark that it will be difficult for him to attend their game versus Takada Academy tomorrow. They notice Aki riding his bike to school as they are conversing. A girl, wearing a menacing smirk, overhears them conversing and plans to make Aki miss the game. They all persuade Aki to join them for dinner at a restaurant after school. When it begins to rain, the child eventually agrees to accompany them despite his initial refusal. To Zen's chagrin, Aki begins cleaning the glasses as they make their way to the drink bar. In the meantime, the train girl surreptitiously watches them. Takeshi emerges from the adjacent table as they are about to applaud for the game tomorrow, making fun of the team for being useless without Aki. Then he flexes his abs for the clean freak as he greets the boy. He also highlights the team's ineptitude, saying that without Aki, they cannot defeat the Taka team. As the group begins to dine, Zen observes that Aki is still clearing the table. Takeshi accepts the plate of food as his order is delivered, claiming they have no information about the youngster. He notes that because he cooks wholesome food, Aki only eats at home. But the boy's rumbling stomach suggests that his inability to eat is due to his germophobia. To Tai's dismay, Takeshi has already consumed Aki's dish when he offers to eat it. He orders Takeshi another dish of steak to test who can finish first, demonstrating his far faster eating speed. They both dig in simultaneously, refusing to lose. Even though the deluge outside isn't stopping, they keep eating quickly. Taki's partner, Tachibana, persuades him to end the pointless game in the interim. Takeshi, though, is unwilling to lose to the same opponent twice. In an attempt to prove to Aki that he is superior than every member of his squad, Takeshi pushes through and devours the final dish with all of his might. He remembers the first time he saw Aki in middle school during the Tokyo Tryouts training game and the exact pass that Aki gave him that resulted in a goal, as he consumes every grain of rice to the end. He longs to experience that moment again. Aki hands him the mega-sized strawberry parfait, the last item on the menu, as he takes his final bite. Taki thinks this is Aki's game-winning pass, but he faints before he can even bite, thus Tai wins. Aki goes straight home as soon as the rain stops. In the meantime, the girl, Kana, watches the boy as he runs away. When the team warms up for the game the following day, Zen observes that Aki is not present. Since their teammate was only there a few moments ago, Gaku advises him to relax. He is even more enraged, though, by his members' casual attitude toward their impending match. Kana is cleaning her water bottle when Aki, who is washing his hands, runs into her. Then, impulsively, he begins to clean it for her. She asks the boy to assist her with cleaning while wearing a cunning smile. She shows him a cleaning supply room and tells him that she is unable to clean the club room of the soccer team because the captain is her lover. When she reveals that today's opponent is Aki, she informs him that her partner keeps suggesting that she poses a serious threat. After saying that he won't go until the match is over, she locks the room. Although he hasn't appeared yet, everyone is eager to see Aki return to the contest. On the sidelines, Miwa gives Mocha instructions to locate Aki. While watching the game, the coach observes that their opponent uses foul play to win even if they don't have any players that stand out. Returning to the locker, Kana takes off her plot armor and warns Aki that if he attempts to get out, she will scream. The boy abruptly passes out from stress related to being trapped in a filthy room. Despite his germophobia, Kana worries why he chose to play soccer. The Takada squad scores another goal while they are conversing, putting them 2 goals ahead of Fujimi. The boy is informed by Kana that she will confine him for an additional half hour. Mocha picks up the lock, holds her bat, and enters the room while they discuss how Kana's boyfriend was the mastermind behind the kidnapping. In order to complete the game, she exhorts Aki to flee. But inside the room, the boy gazes at the heap of filthy clothes. With just 15 minutes remaining, Aki walks into the field with a brush. "I'm going to pass the ball to Zen," he says. Aki takes the ball and scores a goal right away as the game starts up again. The captain, who is focused on winning, comes up with a strategy to encircle Aki and prevent him from scoring. This is ineffective, though, as the boy easily sidesteps their attacks and passes the ball to Zen, who scores to tie the score with the other team. But Zen becomes enraged when Aki is deliberately pushed to the ground. He checks on the youngster, who is obviously damaged because he is unable to move after rolling into the dirt. His followers choose to stand up for him and the cause. With less than 5 minutes remaining, Aki breaks free from the bonds of germophobia and dominates the game, defending the ball against their opponents. Their team wins the game because he kicks the ball in the direction of the goal. "I hate getting dirty, but I hate cheating even more," he tells the captain. The team wants to give Aki another embrace as they celebrate their win, but they are denied it like they have done innumerable times. The Takada team, meanwhile, is taken aback by how spotless their locker room is. To the annoyance of her lover, Kana grows to love Aki after seeing how awesome he is. Shion, a student at Fujimi, is engaged in a multiplayer game called Monstrosity Hunter. He and his online pals, who he says are his only friends due to the stress of being unclean in real life, are fighting a monster as he describes how he is a clean freak, much like Aki. He says he needs to hide his clean freak personality while the squad celebrates their win. When Shion shows up for class the following morning, it is still empty, and he quickly cleans the tables and chairs. When he hears Aki approaching, he pauses and acts as though he has been at his desk the entire time. It's his turn to clean the room now that the other neat freak has entered, as Shion muses that the early hours of the day are the only times he can unwind. Since his classmates are shown to be untidy slobs, one of them even spilled milk on Shion's desk. We will understand exactly what he means later. The young man offers to clean the table, but the fact that the classmate does it with his sleeves only makes him more irritated. Shion merely pretends to smile in spite of this. The students are then required to prepare miso soup with wrapped omelets in home economics. Shion is already very skilled at chopping vegetables, even if the majority of the class is rushing. But Aki's even more amazing cutting abilities overtake him. Shion chops more veggies until he completes dish after dish, because he doesn't want to undo anything. When Yuka, a student, offers to help, he advises her to leave everything to him because, in his heart, he can't eat if he doesn't make it himself. As the girl presses her lips to the ladle, Yuka tastes his food instead, upsetting the clean freak. Aki has finished his meal as well, and everyone agrees that it smells fantastic. Some kids are sent to paradise when they get to taste it. Soon, everyone in the class will be rioting over a taste. Jin, Taichi, and Sakai can smell the food from their class somewhere else. Midway through the lecture, the entire class leaves to head to the homeroom, only to be disappointed to discover that all of the miso soup has already been consumed. Instead, Shion gives them his newly prepared fried rice, which they all eat. Unaware that Aki has just prepared chicken rice, the glasses cleaning whiz is incredibly proud of himself. Since he hasn't yet put the egg topping, Aki tells Taichi to wait before trying it. The students goes crazy for it as soon as they learn it's an omelet rice meal. When Shion realizes he doesn't have enough ingredients, he becomes irritated and tries to prepare another food. Fortunately, a lot of female students bring in a lot of food from the dining hall. Aki responds with a delectable dish, while Shion prepares another. As this continues, Shion recalls his early years and how his father was baffled by the youngster's refusal to eat anything from the table. Being unable to explain that he could only consume food that he prepared himself made that young child feel confined. He assumes that Aki must be experiencing the same issue as him. Only Shion and Aki are in the homeroom now that school is out, and the man with the glasses is curious to see what Aki is drinking for coffee. The glasses man believes that Aki cooks not just because he is a neat freak, but also because he enjoys it after observing the boy's joyful animal face on top of the coffee. Shion is playing Monstrosity Hunter on another day when he hears from a guildmate that someone wants to join their team. He is startled to notice how much the player's avatar resembles Aki when he looks at the new guy. Sun presents himself as an active man who enjoys interacting with people, in contrast to the player. Sun reminds Shion of Aki once more when he kicks an iron ball to fight a monster that suddenly threatens the team. Shion changes his mind as Sun gives his teammates high fives for winning. Shion watches Aki from a distance as he works hard to clean the schoolyard. Shion notices that our hero has an authentic hunter key ring from Monstrosity Hunter on his rucksack as he departs. He glances at his personal hunter key, which bears his game name, Smart. Shion later goes back to his game and converses with his guildmates in their group room. Since he joined them, they have never lost, thus everyone gives Sun acclaim. Sun is so embarrassed by the girl member's admission of her crush on the new member that he flees. Thank you for watching to this point. This is not the end. For part 2, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got other interesting anime recaps for you. Choose the left or the right video.